In the tumultuous aftermath of the Israel-Hamas War, a riveting and unexpected saga unfolds within the ancient walls of Jerusalem, a movement sweeping across Israel, uniting Jews with the resounding call to reclaim their ancestral birthright. At its epicenter, a sacred endeavor takes shape, the construction of the enigmatic Third Temple. But what's the urgency and why now? This isn't just about bricks and mortar. It's a tale of faith, prophecy, and a potential clash of civilizations. The desire to rebuild the Third Temple is not just a physical undertaking. It holds profound cultural and spiritual significance, especially within the Orthodox Jewish community. This magnifies the importance of the prophecy in the present context. However, the clash over the Temple Mount has sparked a long-standing dispute, triggering geopolitical tensions between Israelis and Palestinians and complicating the endeavor to reclaim this sacred space for the construction of the Third Temple. The intricacies surrounding this proposed construction extend beyond physical boundaries, delving into the heart of a multifaceted geopolitical issue with global repercussions. Some nations refrain from recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital, intensifying the complexities surrounding the legitimacy and control of the Temple Mount. This hinders the seamless realization of this prophecy, turning the conflict into more than just about physical structures. It encapsulates diverging beliefs, religious sentiments, and historical claims, underscoring the profound spiritual connections people hold with this site. The envisioned reconstruction symbolizes the re-establishment of a sacred site integral to the Jewish faith, reviving ancient prophecies and breathing new life into historical significance. The alignment of historical religious predictions with contemporary events in the quest for the Third Temple underlines the ongoing saga of this spiritual odyssey. The desire to rebuild and reclaim a revered site, while navigating through intricate religious and geopolitical hurdles, reflects the enduring quest for spiritual fulfillment in the intricate interplay between faith, history, and territorial disputes. The prophecy of the Third Temple, intertwined with the anticipation of Jesus' return, stands as a testament to the enduring power of belief, manifesting itself through a complex web of historical significance and contemporary challenges that reverberates across borders, ideologies, and time itself. The conflict over the Temple Mount in Jerusalem has triggered a complex and sensitive geopolitical situation entangled in the enduring disputes between Israelis and Palestinians. This sacred site, revered by both Jewish and Muslim communities, holds immense religious significance, birthing a conflict entrenched in territorial claims and historical narratives. At the heart of this dispute lies the battle for authority over the Temple Mount, as Israelis and Palestinians fiercely contest ownership and control, each viewing the site as an integral part of their respective culture and religious heritage. The desire to rebuild the Temple Mount is not just a physical undertaking. It holds profound cultural and spiritual significance, especially within the Orthodox Jew community. This magnifies the importance of the prophecy in the present context. However, the clash over the Temple Mount has sparked a long-standing dispute, triggering geopolitical tensions between Israelis and Palestinians, and complicating the endeavor to reclaim this sacred space for the construction of the Third Temple. The intricacies surrounding this proposed construction extend beyond physical boundaries, delving into the heart of a multifaceted geopolitical issue with global repercussions. Some nations refrain from recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital, intensifying the complexities surrounding the legitimacy and control of the Temple Mount. This hinders the seamless realization of this prophecy, turning the conflict into more than just about physical structures. It encapsulates diverging beliefs, religious sentiments, and historical claims, underscoring the profound spiritual connections people hold with this site. The envisioned reconstruction symbolizes the re-establishment of a sacred site integral to the Jewish faith, reviving ancient prophecies and breathing life into historical significance. The alignment of historical religious predictions with contemporary events in the quest for the Third Temple underlines the ongoing saga of this spiritual odyssey. The desire to rebuild and reclaim a revered site, while navigating through intricate religious and geopolitical hurdles, reflects the enduring quest for spiritual fulfillment and the intricate interplay between faith, history, and territorial disputes. The prophecy of the Third Temple, intertwined with the anticipation of Jesus' return, stands as a testament to the enduring power of belief, manifesting itself through a complex web of historical significance and contemporary challenges that reverberates across borders, ideologies, and time itself. The conflict over the Temple Mount in Jerusalem has triggered a complex and sensitive geopolitical situation entangled in the enduring disputes between Israelis and Palestinians. This sacred site, revered by both Jewish and Muslim communities, holds immense religious significance, birthing a conflict entrenched in territorial claims and historical narratives. At the heart of this dispute lies the battle for authority over the Temple Mount, as Israelis and Palestinians fiercely contest ownership and control, each viewing the site as an integral part of their respective culture and religious heritage. Centuries of contention stretch beyond mere land. They embody deeply rooted grievances and beliefs, intensifying tensions in the region. The desire to build the Third Temple, a significant aspiration for the Jewish community, faces formidable challenges due to the presence of Muslim individuals on the Temple Mount. Dressed in traditional attire, these individuals create a barrier for Jewish worshippers seeking access to their sacred site, exacerbating the intricate web of religious and political contention. This conflict transcends a struggle for physical space. It encapsulates the essence of identity, faith, and sovereignty. The Temple Mount, a revered symbol for both Jews and Muslims, has become a microcosm of the broader Israeli-Palestinian conflict, heightening geopolitical tensions in the region and beyond. Efforts to find a resolution stumble upon deeply entrenched narratives, making the path to mutual understanding and compromise difficult. The geopolitical implications reverberate across international borders, drawing attention from global powers vested in the stability of the Middle East. During this complex geopolitical situation, the quest for access to religious sites becomes a symbol of broader struggles for identity and self-determination. The intricate dance between religious freedoms, territorial claims, and historical grievances continues to shape the landscape of this contentious region, highlighting the challenges inherent in navigating a delicate geopolitical terrain embroiled in religious fervor and historical significance. Ultimately, the complex geopolitical dynamics stemming from disputes over the Temple Mount underscore deep-seated divisions, emphasizing the imperative need for dialogue and mutual respect to navigate the path towards peaceful coexistence. To truly grasp the essence of Jerusalem, we must delve into its rich history. With the history dating back over 4,400 years, Jerusalem has weathered the ravages of time, being destroyed on multiple occasions, changing hands countless times, and currently existing in a state of contentious legal status. However, the Jerusalem of antiquity differs vastly from the present-day city. When we refer to the old city of Jerusalem today, we're talking about the biblical Jerusalem, part of occupied East Jerusalem. Within its walls lie hallowed grounds that house the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the Western Wall, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The latter two occupy a shared space known as the Temple Mount. For Christians, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre holds profound significance as it houses two of the holiest sites in Christianity: Calvary, the site of Jesus' crucifixion, and the empty tomb where he was buried and resurrected. Jerusalem's association with Jesus Christ renders it a sacred city in Christian theology. Other revered Christian sites within Jerusalem include the Via Dolorosa, believed to trace the path Jesus walked while carrying the cross, and the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus prayed before his arrest. The city of Jerusalem, with its sacred sites like the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the Western Wall, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque, holds profound spiritual meaning for Christians. The Mount of Olives, where Jesus is said to have ascended to heaven, and other revered Christian sites make Jerusalem an essential pilgrimage destination, embodying centuries of religious history. Similarly, Judaism regards Jerusalem with utmost reverence, particularly the Temple Mount, believed to be where God's divine presence is most palpable. The Western Wall, a relic from the Second Temple, serves as a site of prayer and pilgrimage for Jews worldwide. The city is deeply ingrained in Jewish faith, associated with the First and Second Temples in the unwavering devotion of figures like Abraham. Islam, too, attaches immense importance to Jerusalem, particularly the noble sanctuary housing the Dome of the Rock in the Al-Aqsa Mosque. These sites mark significant events in Islamic tradition, such as the Prophet Muhammad's ascension to heaven. While these cherished holy sites attract pilgrims and historians, the city itself has been a crucible of political and religious tensions. Jerusalem's complexity lies in its intertwining of religious heritage and modern-day realities. It has witnessed the ebb and flow of empires, the clash of civilizations, and relentless struggles for power and control. Following the Six-Day War in 1967, Israel assumed control over most of Jerusalem, including East Jerusalem, considered part of occupied Palestinian territory. Despite international law affirming otherwise, Israel has maintained control for 5 decades. The city's intricate tapestry was further unraveled through changes in its geographical layout after the war, adding another layer of complexity to its history and fueling persisting tensions. The challenges faced by religious communities in Jerusalem are multifaceted. For Jews, the destruction of the first and second temples left a void in their worship practices, leading to the proposal to build the third temple. However, realizing this proposal was proven to be an immensely challenging endeavor. A shocking discovery corroborating the Jews' claim to Jerusalem has recently come to light. The unearthing of ancient artifacts, including a Jewish ritual bath, mikvah, near the Al-Aqsa Mosque, challenges conventional wisdom and offers a captivating perspective on the site's historical and religious importance. The discovery signifies a paradigm shift in our understanding of the Temple Mount's past, prompting scholars and historians to reassess its multifaceted history. The recent arrival of 5 red heifers from Texas to Israel has stirred excitement, especially among those who attach significance to Jewish purification rituals associated with the Third Temple's construction. These heifers, adhering to ancient laws, are perceived as potentially fulfilling prophecies about the temple's rebuilding, heightening anticipation and discussions amongst believers. Efforts directed at reconstructing the Third Temple encompass a multifaceted approach, reviving historical rituals and ceremonies integral to its future construction. The water ceremony, a symbolic act reminiscent of ancient practices linked to temple ceremonies, stands out as a prominent example. Rediscovering historical sites, such as the ancient pool of Siloam, contributes valuable context to religious celebrations during festivals. The ongoing efforts to reconstruct the Third Temple reflect a deep commitment to honoring historical traditions and laying the groundwork for its revival. The discovery and rediscovery of significant historical sites, coupled with the reenactment of ancient rituals, contribute to a nuanced understanding of Jerusalem's rich historical tapestry and its role in the interfaith and intercultural dynamics that have unfolded over the ages. Like Sukkot, the ancient pool of Siloam, an archaeological gem, holds deep-rooted historical importance, offering insights into past religious customs and practices. During festivals like Sukkot, the rediscovery of the pool of Siloam becomes particularly poignant, evoking the historical resonance of ancient celebrations and their ties to this revered site. The Pool of Siloam's relevance during these festivals, commemorating historical events and offering spiritual significance, adds depth and authenticity to religious observances, underscoring the importance of historical context in modern religious practices. The ongoing efforts directed at reconstructing the Third Temple encompass not only the physical aspects of rebuilding, but also the revival of ancient rituals integral to its historical and spiritual significance. Rediscoveries of sites like the Pool of Siloam serve as a poignant reminder of the rich historical tapestry woven into religious celebrations, infusing these rituals with a profound sense of connection to the past. These initiatives underscore a deep reverence for history and tradition, breathing life into ancient practices and laying the groundwork for a cultural and spiritual revival tied to the anticipated reconstruction of the Third Temple. The symbolic presence of the red heifer purification rituals holds profound significance within religious beliefs and intertwines with the anticipation of the Messiah's arrival. In certain faith traditions rooted in biblical references, these rituals bear immense weight, symbolizing purity, renewal, and the potential to usher in a transformative era. The red heifer, steeped in religious symbolism, aligns with ancient texts and prophecies, particularly in Jewish tradition. Its role in purification rituals, as outlined in sacred scriptures, underscores its pivotal importance in preparing for sacred duties and spiritual cleanliness. These rituals carry symbolic weights signifying the removal of impurities and a pathway toward spiritual renewal, fostering hope for a transcendent future. The convergence of recent events, archaeological discoveries, ongoing ceremonies, and the arrival of the red heifer aligns with ancient prophecies, sparking fervent discussions about Israel's pivotal role in religious prophecy. For devout believers, the rebuilding of the temple holds immense significance as it represents the realization of ancient prophecies. It's viewed as a pivotal milestone on the path towards biblical events and the impending culmination of human history. According to these prophecies, once the temple is reconstructed, a period of relative tranquility and abundance is expected to ensue before the emergence of a new leader. This leader, often identified as the Antichrist, would forge political and religious alliances with world figures, rallying support for the construction of the Third Temple. Consequently, those who embrace his teachings would eagerly anticipate in the arduous task of rebuilding. Scholars who meticulously analyze biblical texts offer their interpretations, shedding light on the significance of the rise of the Antichrist. This momentous event is widely believed to herald the onset of the end of days. In this apocalyptic scenario, the events leading up to this climactic battle of Armageddon would unfold, pitting the forces of the Antichrist against those of Jesus Christ. Armageddon, rooted in Christian scripture, symbolizes the ultimate clash between good and evil. While the book of Revelations vividly narrates this epic confrontation, scholarly discourse persists regarding whether Armageddon refers to a specific geographical location or serves as a metaphor for the battle itself. Nevertheless, the crux of the matter lies in the conviction that these events signify the fulfillment of profound biblical prophecies and the culmination of human history. To many believers, the reconstruction of the temple assumes paramount importance as it embodies the fulfillment of these prophecies and represents a critical stride towards the impending end of days. The rise of the Antichrist and the subsequent sequence of events leading to the Battle of Armageddon serve as vital components within this prophetic framework. While diverse interpretations and ongoing debates persist, the underlying significance rests in the steadfast belief that these events constitute the realization of ancient predictions and the ultimate establishment of Jesus Christ's reign. If you enjoy our content and want to support us, click the super thanks button below. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on our future videos.